Foe. I'm Kennedy, your game show cruise director. Welcome to the Love Boat. A lot of love here. In a moment, these three players will have to choose between these potential partners. Three people who they've never met, never spoken to, never even stood around the water cooler with. Together, these new teammates will move through a world of trust, knowledge, and betrayal. They'll work together to build a trust fund and ultimately decide whether to share the money as friends or fight over it as foes here on Friend or Foe. Welcome back to Friend or Foe. It is now time to meet our three players. Our first player is Gwen.
I'm a maternal education instructor and I love to play tennis and tap dance.
Gwen may teach parenting, but she doesn't always practice what she preaches. When her own kids get annoying, she's been known to hide in the closet with a bottle of wine. Next, we have Tom.
I'm a computer programmer and I enjoy whitewater rafting and skydiving.
Tom knows all about taking a plunge. He's currently married to 2 women. And finally, there's Danielle.
I'm an interior design consultant and I'm starting my own clothing line.
I don't believe Danielle consulted her neighbors when she stole their holiday lawn ornaments. There's the Christmas spirit. Well, we've met our 3 players and now it's time to meet their potential partners. Your first potential partner is Omar.
I'm a healthcare counselor and I enjoy surfing the web.
And what a tangled web he wove when he lied to a girl, telling her he was shipping off to the military just to get her in the sack. Next, there's Crystal.
I'm a certified aerobics instructor. I love to paint and practice taekwondo.
But Crystal doesn't practice respect for other women. She makes up lies about them in order to steal their boyfriends. And finally, you have Fernando.
I'm a busboy, and I like to hook up my friends with free food sometimes.
Fernando also likes to give broken hearts by cheating on all his past girlfriends. Woo! Players, those are your choices. Now it's time to pick your partners. Gwen, who did you choose?
I chose Omar.
And Tom, who did you select?
I chose Omar too.
Danielle, who did you pick?
I chose Omar too.
You are so popular. What is it about you? Well, Omar, the Friend or Foe rules state that if more than one person picks you, you get to pick your partner. So who's it going to be, Gwen, Tom, or Danielle?
I'm going to choose Gwen.
All right, Gwen and Omar, you guys are officially a pair. And that means, Tom, you and Danielle must re-vote. All right, Tom, who'd you pick this time around?
I chose Crystal.
And Danielle, who'd you pick?
I chose Crystal as well.
No one wanted Fernando. Poor Fernando. All right, Crystal, you know the rules. Who would you like to be your partner?
Danielle.
All right, Danielle, you and Crystal are now a team. And that means by default, Tom, you and Fernando are also a lucky pair.
Yeah.
Our teams have been formed. The test of knowledge and of trust is about to begin when we return to Friend or Foe. Welcome back to Friend or Foe. Our 3 teams are in game position as we speak, and each of their stations has been specially wired so they can hear the sound of my voice. How's everyone doing in there? Great! Yeah. Okay, we have some enthusiasm. Let me tell you about this round. I'm going to place $200 in each of your trust funds. Why? Because I love you very, very much. Yeah, I'm sincere. All right, in this round, there are 4 questions worth $500 each. Both players in each team must agree on the answer and lock it in at the same time in order to score. You've got 15 seconds to answer each question. Are you guys ready for your first question of round 1? Yes! Here we go. Which of these movies does not include a Baldwin brother? Armageddon, Pearl Harbor, Mercury Rising, or Backdraft? And begin.
I know Armageddon.
Hurry up, I don't know. I have no idea.
Mercury Rising or Pearl Harbor. Let's go with Mercury Rising.
All right.
Want to go Pearl Harbor?
Pearl Harbor.
I didn't see him in Pearl Harbor either.
We got to choose something now.
Armageddon.
All right, all of our teams have locked in. Gwen and Omar, Omar, you think Mercury rising is Baldwin free.
Yeah.
Tom, you and Fernando think it's Armageddon. And Danielle, you and Crystal think it is Pearl Harbor. 3 different choices. And the correct answer is Armageddon.
Yeah.
Alec was in Pearl Harbor and Mercury rising. And Billy was in Backdraft, but not the stage version. All right, you guys, you ready for your next question?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, even things up here if you can. The color blue can be found on which of these countries' flags? Italy, France, Canada, or Japan? And begin.
France.
France.
My wife is French. It's France.
France. You got it, buddy.
What about France? Is it France?
Yes,
France?
yes,
All right,
yes. Let's
Ready?
go France. Yeah.
Now.
All right, all of our teams have locked in. Gwen and Omar, you guys say Vive la France. Tom and Fernando, you guys also think the French are blue. And Danielle, you and Crystal said France. The correct answer is France. The tricolore. Oui. It's blue, white, and red. But usually they just wave the white part. Okay. Here's your next question. According to the 8th annual Hanes Hosiery Sexy Legs Survey, which female celebrity has the sexiest legs? Is it Britney Spears, Nicole Kidman, Halle Berry, or Elizabeth Hurley? And begin.
Nicole Kidman has longer legs. And
Yeah, it could be Nicole Kidman.
I think it might be Kidman, even though
Which one?
she's not the hottest one. Kidman.
Kidman.
I think
Okay,
by
let's do
some
it.
reason I might just give it to her.
Hurley, yeah.
Hurley.
You want to go Nicole? We got Nicole Kidman.
Let's go Nicole Kidman.
All right, our 3 teams have locked in. Gwen and Omar, you said Elizabeth Hurley. She just had a baby, so she might have some varicose veins. Tom and Fernando, you guys said Nicole Kidman. And, oh, I'm sorry, Danielle and Crystal, you did not lock in soon enough, so you don't get any points for that round. The correct answer is Halle Berry. And Fernando, you were sitting there going, oh, Halle's my girl.
That is my girl.
Why didn't you pick your girl,
kinda
Fernando?
short. I don't know. I should've stuck
say it
with it. I'm
now.
sorry.
Don't
I'm
worry.
sorry, Halle.
You know what?
I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize to me, because you're
Apologize
in the
to her.
lead. You and Tom are in the lead with $1,200.
On top.
You guys could be going to the next round. Gwen and Omar, you guys have $700. You are tied with Danielle and Crystal. You guys also have $700 in your trust fund going into your final question. So listen up. Mentally stack these words from top to bottom. 10, cop, saw. Which of these additional words would then be formed diagonally? Is it toe, pin, top, or not? And begin.
Top. Yeah. I don't know.
Top.
Okay.
Pick it.
Pin.
Pin. All right,
let's go with pin.
Top. Let's go top.
All right, our 3 teams have locked in. This is it. This is going to be deciding who's going into the next round. Gwen and Omar, you think the answer is pin. Tom, you and Fernando say it's top. And diagonally, you think the word spelled, Danielle and Crystal, is also top. The correct answer is toe. Moving from the upper left-hand corner to the lower right, you can spell toe, T-O-W. All right, we are at the end of round 1. Tom, congratulations. You and Fernando have $1,200 in your trust fund. That means you're moving into the next round. However, we do have a tie. Gwen and Omar, you have $700 in your trust fund. Danielle and Crystal, you also have $700. And when there is a tie, the team that took the least amount of time to answer the questions correctly goes on to the next round. Danielle and Crystal, you guys did take the least amount of time. Therefore, you are advancing to round 2. Gwen and Omar, I'm sorry. You took a little too long answering the question, so you face elimination. But you do have $700 to split up. You just have to choose friend or foe as you guys take the first walk to the trust box. Omar and Gwen, welcome to the trust box. Inside the trust box, you'll each find a button which you'll use to indicate friend or foe. This decision will determine how your trust fund is divided. If you both choose friend, you split up your earnings, each getting $350. However, if one of you chooses friend and the other breaks trust by choosing foe, foe takes the entire $700 and friend gets nothing. Now, if each of you chooses foe, you both leave here empty-handed. No one gets any money. Why don't each of you put a hand inside the trust box? Time for talk is over. It is time to choose friend or foe. All right, time's up. Your decision has been locked. Please place your hands on the trust table. Well, $700 is on the line. Let's see who's a friend and who's a foe. You went friend and you went foe, Gwen. Gwen, you're taking home $700. If you had gone foe, you know,
then nobody would have left for cash. I want somebody to go home happy today.
But that someone, unfortunately,
it's not
Omar,
me.
it's not you.
That's true.
We still love you, little buddy.
Right.
All right. 2 teams remain, and will the remaining teammates survive the journey like Lewis and Clark or devour each other like the Donner Party? We'll find out when we return to Friend or Foe. Welcome back. It is now round 2 of Friend or Foe. Danielle and Crystal, they've got $700, and they are trailing Tom and Fernando, who have $1,200. But in this round, anyone can take the lead with one question because we double the value of each question to $1,000. All right, you guys ready to play? Here's your first question of round 2. Which of these soft drinks is still being produced? 7-Up Gold, Crystal Pepsi, New Coke, or Tab? And begin.
I think I saw Tab in the store the other day.
All right, Tab you got.
We have 9 seconds.
7-Up Gold.
7-Up Gold.
All right, both of our teams have locked in. Tom and Fernando, you think it might be Tab. Danielle and Crystal, you say 7-Up Gold. And the answer is Tab.
Yeah, Tommy. Man, right here.
Big can with tons of saccharin in it. Killed all my rats. All right, here's your next question. Who was never a cast member of Saturday Night Live? Was it Steve Martin, Robert Downey Jr., Julia Louis-Dreyfus, or Billy Crystal? And begin.
Robert Downey Jr.
Robert Downey was never a cast member.
Was he? Okay,
No.
then.
Robert. Okay.
All right, our teams have locked in. Tom and Fernando, you guys think it's Robert Downey Jr. Danielle and Crystal, you also think it is Robert Downey Jr. However, the answer is Steve Martin.
Oh.
He just guest hosted a bunch.
I've seen him.
Wow, this crazy guy. But that doesn't mean they paid him. All right, here's your next question. Tom and Fernando, you guys taking a very stealthy lead still, to $2,200.
Keep it coming, baby. Keep it coming.
Hey, keep answering the questions right. I'll keep it coming. What is the fastest growing plant on dry land? Is it ivy, cactus, bamboo, or corn? And begin.
Pretty sure bamboo. 2. Okay.
Bamboo.
You go so fast that
Okay,
you can see it.
You got it, man. Bamboo.
All right, our 2 teams have locked in. Tom and Fernando very enthusiastic about that bamboo. Danielle and Crystal, you're also going for the bamboo, hoping to stay alive in this round. And the correct answer is, in fact, bamboo. Some types of bamboo grow so fast you can set your watch by it. All right, here's your 4th and final question. A father is 4 times as old as his son. In 20 years, the father will be twice as old. How old are both of them now? 20 and 5, 30 and 7, 40 and 10, or 60 and 15? And begin.
I'm going to go 25.
Yeah, we'll say 25.
Okay.
5.
20, 10, 40 and 10, yeah.
All right, our 2 teams have locked in and trying to put a little more money into their trust funds. Tom and Fernando, I can hear Tom doing the math.
Yeah.
And Fernando going, oh, yeah, that's it. You guys selected 40 and 10. Danielle and Crystal, you think it might be 20 and 5. And the correct answer is 40 and 10. Hey, Tom and Fernando, a little more excitement from you guys, please. You're going on to the final round. That's more like it. Raise your hand if you're sure. All right, Danielle and Crystal, I'm sorry, you guys have to be eliminated right now, but you do have a good chunk of change, $1,700, guys. And you can split it up nicely, or you can stab each other in the backs and walk away with nothing. When choosing friend or foe, you guys the next to walk to the trust box. Welcome to the trust box, Crystal, Danielle. You guys have a trust fund worth $1,700. I'm going to give each of you a moment to speak your mind. Danielle, you go first.
I came here to have a good time and to just try and win some money. I'd be happy going home with anything.
And what do you think?
I think we played a good game. You answered some right, I answered some right. It'd be great if we could both be friends.
All right, please, each of you, slip a hand inside the trust box. It's time to choose friend or foe. please take your hand out of the box. Place your hands on the trust table. $1,700 is on the line. Let's see what you guys have decided to do with it. Well, I guess everyone's luck is a little hokey because you both went faux. You could have had some nice money here, but no. You had to forego the cash and hopefully maybe not the friendship. You look upset, Crystal.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, you went faux too. Yeah. I mean, you can't, you know. All right, when we return Money and Alliances, we'll be on the line as our 2 remaining players go for the big money and then go mano a mano to determine if they're friend or foe. We'll be right back. Our final round of friend or foe, and we got a couple of characters. Tom and Fernando, you guys have amassed a total of $4,200 in your trust fund. Good job so far. However, we will give you the chance to earn thousands more by correctly answering 10 questions. A right answer gives you $500. A wrong answer gets you a strike. 3 strikes, and the round is over. However, if you get all 10 out of 10, we will double your entire trust fund for a grand total of $18,400. That is something to work for. You've got 60 seconds, 10 questions. Take a breath, because it's time to play right or wrong. Pacino or De Niro has won more Academy Awards?
De Niro?
Al Pacino. De Niro, I think so.
De Niro.
Right. Transsexual or transvestite? RuPaul.
Transvestite.
Yeah, transsexual.
Transsexual?
Maybe. I don't know.
Transvestite.
Okay.
Right. Rumble in the Jungle or Thriller in Manila? The Ali Foreman fight.
Thriller Manila.
Got it.
Wrong.
Oh,
North Pole or South Pole? First explored by Robert Perry.
South Pole.
South Pole.
Wrong. Columbia or Challenger? Exploded after liftoff.
Challenger.
Challenger?
Challenger. Columbia. Challenger.
I think it's a Challenger.
Challenger.
Right.
Okay.
Scarface or Babyface? Al Capone's nickname.
Babyface.
Babyface.
Oh, I'm sorry, you guys. That was your 3rd strike. That means the round is over. However, you did get 3 questions right, which means we're adding an additional $1,500 to your trust fund for a total of $5,700.
All right.
So that should feel pretty good. That's a lot of money. You guys can split it up nicely, or you can fight over it like a couple of estranged brothers. It's your choice. You have to decide as you guys make the final walk to the trust box. We have arrived at our final test of trust. Fernando, Tom, you guys nervous at all?
Yeah.
No? A lot of money on the line. You never know what someone's going to do with it. So why don't you guys each take a moment and decide how to split up this trust fund. Tom, you go first.
Well, you know, the thing with the 2 wives, it's because, you know, I did it to help. Really, you know, and that's kind of the guy I am. I always am there for people. You know, I never take advantage of people. I mean, they know about each other. It's nothing weird.
Wow, how exciting.
But,
picnics must be interesting. How do you think you should split up the trust fund?
Well, as far as the whole cheating thing goes, that was just girls, you know. I mean, Tom obviously is not a girl. And, you know, we made a good, decent amount of cash, you know. We should both go happy.
How should you split it up?
I don't know, we should both go home happy, I think.
The moment of truth is at hand. Each of you place a hand inside the trust box. It's time to choose, once and for all, friend or foe. All right, time's up. Your decision is locked. Please take your hands out of the trust box. How do you think you voted, Fernando? Did you feel pretty good?
Yeah, I hope you voted.
All right. Does he seem trustworthy?
I think so. I hope so.
All right, well, let's see what happens. $5,700 is up for grabs. Tom, let's find out if you're a friend or a foe. And you have gone friend today. That means that either you guys are splitting the money,
Somebody's
or
going home with money.
If Fernando chose foe, he's going home with $5,700. Well, Fernando, let's see what you picked. Fernando went foe, and you're taking home $5,700. Fernando, Fernando, look him in the eye. That's quite a payday. Anything to say to Tom?
I don't know. I mean, I just don't like being passed up.
So it's revenge time. You had to.
Oh, it's not revenge.
No, I did.
No, it's
I
a friendly
did
thing. It's a
because,
friendly thing. We're all friends here.
Yeah.
It's just about it.
Didn't answer the questions, got the questions wrong, took us out, and then took the money. You know, just gotta expect these things.
Well,
but,
nice game, Tom.
you know, I still gotta be who I am. So.
That's right.
Still got 2 wives.
A bigamist. All right, thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you next time on the game where knowledge can make you money, and money can make you a friend or foe. We'll see you later.